Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, March 29th, and I have some orders to pack. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me to pack and ship some orders for all my reselling platforms. I have orders on Depop, eBay, and Mercari. No Poshmark orders yet. I did subscribe to Posher VA yesterday, so hopefully I can see some return on my investment in the next coming days. But I'm getting a lot of likes, I'm getting a lot of views, stuff like that, so hopefully something becomes of Poshmark. But for right now, I only have orders on Depop, eBay, and Mercari, and this is how I do it. So really quickly, I like to do batch work when I'm doing things. I like to do all my shipping labels at once, put all the items in bags at once, just so everything is in batches and my brain can just like mentally visualize that, and it goes quicker. The shipping process goes a lot quicker when I do batches and stuff like that. But Mercari, I don't get a lot of sales on Mercari, and if you've ever sold on Mercari or you don't know anything about it, you have to essentially open up the shipping label in a new tab, and then you have to take like a screenshot of it, and then go ahead and print out the screen grab of it. So since I don't have a lot of orders on Mercari, usually maybe like 10 a week at most max, I just go ahead and I go onto Mercari and I go ahead and screen grab that shipping label and I print it out before I do anything. But usually I am batching stuff, so all my eBay orders get taken care of at the same time. All my Depop orders get taken care of on Pirate Ship, which I will be talking about later on for you guys. The first order is going to be from Mercari. I sold this Navy, United States Navy shirt for $9 on Mercari, and I did get this shirt in like 1,000-piece lot. So it cost me less than 25 cents because I did pay $100 for the lot, and I've made my money back and then some on that lot already. I picked it up from a antique store, about an hour away from Austin, and I already got the Mercari label. I picked it up like an hour away from Austin, and it was really labor intensive cleaning work, and this was a piece that was in there probably from like the early 2000s. Really nice graphic print. It was in good condition. Didn't sell for a lot, but still, like, I made like $7 or $8 on it, so pretty happy with that. Next, we're going to be moving on to the eBay orders. I sold this 95%, almost 100% silk cachet dress. It has like a really nice elastic band in the chest, and I would argue that it's kind of a maxi dress. It goes all the way down, at least for someone like me. I'm 5'5", so would like hit the floor. Super beautiful piece. And at this time, I like to put everything in bags and weigh them and then get the shipping label. Even though I include the weights on eBay, I just like to double check that the weights are all good, because you just don't want to be in cahoots with the post office, because they will charge you. They will find you, they will charge you. So this comes out, I have a scale right here. This comes out to 7 ounces. So I'm gonna make a mental note of that and then get my eBay label. Next on eBay was this 80s Wrangler Western vest. I got this for free from a friend. Shout out Kai. She was just trying to get rid of a bunch of her old clothes, and this is a piece that really spoke out to me because it has like lace trim on the pockets, kind of like a doily or something. It is, if you can see the patch, it is like a vintage Wrangler. I just said it was from the 80s because it gave me 80s vibes, but it could be late 80s, early 90s. But I know it is an older style because it's made in the US, and also the patch is dated. So like I said, I usually gather all my orders and then I come over to my measuring / shipping table and I go ahead and just reweigh everything, just because I'm paranoid about the shipping weights, and I have gotten like screwed over on shipping weights before, where I get a message and it's like, hey, we're gonna charge you like an extra $5 because you didn't do it right. And that was like from the beginning, so definitely learned my lesson. This was £1. And the last thing that sold on eBay today were these Ubuntu, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, men's espadrille slip-ons. And I got this at like a really bougie Goodwill, just like a Goodwill that keeps really high-end inventory, and I did pay up for these. I do not remember how much I paid for these, but I'm gonna guess that I just made my money back. Maybe I made like $2 or $3 on them. They've been sitting for a while, but they're really cute, and they're in really good condition, and that's why I picked them up. Just the bottoms are kind of dirty, but they have like this like world print. I think they are made in Africa, handmade for you. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're made in Kenya, and they're a men's 11.5, and like I said, they're in really good condition. They have their logo in the front. They have this really cool print. So, and look at the insides. Like, it looks like somebody wore these a couple times, or like really kept good care of their shoes. And for these, they do weigh 1 pound 10 ounces. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use a priority flat rate legal envelope for these, because it's cheaper and it ships for like $7.90. I think if you use the regular flat rate, which I do have, just the regular flat rate, I think this is $7.60, which it's a little too small. Like, there's not gonna be enough room, so I'm just gonna go ahead 20 cents more. I mean, not bad at all. And use the legal one. I find myself using the legal one way more. Just for jeans, sweatshirts, these shoes are perfect because they're super flat. I'm just gonna go ahead, put those in there, and with the priority flat rate mailers, they have to close. So be cognizant of that. You can't like Frankenstein the box, or else it won't ship. It'll just get sent back to you. So you gotta make sure they close, and this one closes perfectly. Actually, this one closes better than it closes with sweatshirts usually. Sometimes sweatshirts, like, they're just like kind of big and they like bulge out, and it's just not good. Oh, the adhesive ripped off of this package. I'm just gonna get another one, but I like using them, and they've been saving me a lot of money because usually I use these eBay poly mailers for everything. I used to just do everything in these mailers, and I will link down below what size poly mailers I use from them. And I do have an eBay store subscription, so every quarter eBay sends you a coupon to go to their like shipping supplies eBay page, and you could use like a $25 coupon or something, and I use it just because I really like the poly mailers from eBay. They're nice and thick, like they're not thin at all. They're good quality, and I think it gives like good, like a sense of like good customer service when somebody receives like a eBay bag from eBay. I also use it on my Depop and Mercari orders, just because it doesn't make sense to like buy poly mailers that are different just for different platforms. So I use them for all platforms, which I don't know if that's exactly cost effective. I'm afraid to do the math on that, but anyways, there it is, all closed up, and it is sealed. Sometimes I'll put like tape on this just to make sure, just to give myself like peace of mind that it is gonna be okay, but this is gonna be fine, like very perfect. And it is up to 70 pounds, so don't be afraid. So when I am shipping, I am stacking them in order. So on the bottom, the cachet dress, middle, Wrangler vest, top, the shoes. And when I printed out the shipping labels, also the dress, the Wrangler vest, and the shoes, just to keep everything in order. If I do get confused at any point, I just go back to eBay, take a quick look at the names, double check the labels, but for right now, like, I don't have too many orders, so I can do this, and it goes by relatively quickly, and I'm happy with it. That's just my system, but it's in order. So there go the shoes. And I love eBay. I love getting shipping labels on eBay. Getting shipping labels through Depop is a journey, because if you do ship with Depop, it ends up being a little more expensive for you and the buyer. So that's why I use Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is free, completely free, and you could go in there for like a third party. You could also use Shippo, but I like using Pirate Ship because they keep really good record details of all your shipments. They kind of tell you like where you're shipping to the most. Like, I ship to Hawaii a lot. They're in like my top 5 places to ship to. But yeah, I like keeping track of data, all that stuff. So Pirate Ship is like a huge help for me, especially when it comes time for tax season. 2022 taxes for last year, atrocious. I did not keep good records at all, but I did try to the best of my ability to do it as accurately as possible, and it turned out fine. But I did use Pirate Ship, and I like went back and figured out my cost for all the shipping labels, because that is like something you need to worry about, especially when you're doing lots and lots of sales like me. So the next orders are from Depop. This is going to be a bundle. This is a denim corset top, and this was from my Dallas big buy. I went to Dallas and I met like a storage unit person, and they sold me their clothes. They don't really do clothes a lot, so I got a really good deal. And I had 2 of these. One thing about big buys is sometimes you end up with duplicates, whatever, and I like to make separate listings because I do cross list. So I had 2 of these, so I had 2 separate listings. One was a large and one was an extra large. The large sold same day. The extra large sold within the next like 2 or 3 days on eBay, and that person just never paid. So my item was essentially being held hostage for like 4 days, 3 or 4 days, because if somebody doesn't pay or it's a waiting payment or something, eBay kind of lets them hold your item hostage. You can't cancel until, you know, like a certain time period. So it's fine. I had faith this item was going to sell anyways. I thought they were all going to sell on Depop, but one went to eBay. This one went to Depop in the bundle, size extra large. And like I said, these eBay poly mailer bags, they're perfect for all my orders. It's just a very nice size where I can just put really small items, big items, whatever, what have you. The second item is a Western, like a Southwestern style vest. I think it's 100% cotton, and I think it dates back to maybe late 80s, early 90s, just because of the tag that was on it, made in USA, and it has these really cute like silver buttons on the front. Just a really nice neutral color. Love that. I picked it up at kind of like a store that's like Salvation Army, but it's not Salvation Army. I think it's only in Texas, but it's like a Habitat for Humanity kind of place, and that was a good deal. So I got that for around like $3 or something, and of course the Dallas big buy or whatever. I haven't done the cost of goods for that yet because I'm still going through that whole pile, so I'm not sure how many items I have from that yet, but I'm guessing I paid around $2, maybe less than $2. Not sure right now, but this bundle weighs 1 pound, 10 ounces. For those of you who might have noticed, I put the wrong vest in the bundle on Depop. That was totally my bad. I'm not sure what happened. I have 2 vests in my inventory system that are described as like Southwestern style vests, and I think it was because I was filming. Like, I never film myself packing orders, especially for like YouTube. I used to do TikToks of just like 1 order at a time, and I think that's why I got a little confused, but it's okay. I sent her a message and I said to the person who bought the vest, the bundle originally, I was like, hey, don't worry about it, just go ahead and keep the other vest and I'll go ahead and send you the other one. And that's what I did. So that's how you fix orders. Just be honest with your customers, because mistakes happen. Everybody's human. So there we go. So I just got an order coming in from eBay right now. This actually happens to me a lot when I start shipping. I'll just get an order randomly. It's a video game. I don't usually sell games, but this was my dad's video game. He purchased this in the 90s. This is Ultima 5, The Black Gate. And it does come with the full game. These are floppy disks. So hopefully the person who bought this has a computer for that, or they're a collector, I'm not sure, but it sold for $115, which was pretty nice, I think. I did sell this expansion pack for the game, and I forgot what the expansion pack, oh, Forge of Virtue was the expansion pack, and that was a really big sale for me. It was like $300 something. I don't normally post games, but this was for my dad. Super happy with this sale. And this is like a pretty rare game to come across. I'm not sure. I think it's definitely a collector's item though. So I'm just gonna go ahead, put it in a little cellophane bag. Those were all my orders today. Happy Wednesday again, you guys. Love that little surprise sale on eBay at the end there. If you're interested in the behind the scenes of my own business, how I run my Depop, eBay, and Mercari stores, now along with Poshmark, I do have a weekly podcast where I give weekly updates on what I'm doing, how my business is doing, tips and tricks just for thrifting for profit, because you can always learn more. It's a good time there. Go ahead and check it out. Currently manifesting more money, selling pre-loved vintage and new clothing online with Up and Out Thrift. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.